everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new here and if you are not, welcome back. You're probably wondering why I'm dressed this way and why I am wielding a pasta fork. The answer is simple.
Kelly Stamps.
Some of you may know her from, these are itchy. I'm probably gonna have to take these off. Anyways, as I was saying, you might have stumbled across her travel vlogs. That's kind of where she said she started blowing up. Aside from being wildly entertaining, she's also educational. That is why I'm here right now making this teacher moment for you. I don't know what to call this. I don't know. It's something different. It's not a tutorial like the rest of my videos have been, but I've been having a lot of requests for, well, not requests, I guess. I've just been getting like random messages asking me what I'm using to put my videos together, what kind of camera I'm using, what do I need to get started. So I'm just gonna put that all here in a little. The first question most would have is why I started doing YouTube. I mean, I had a lot of reasons, but I think the most important reason was my passion and my love for beauty. I have a lot of friends who ask me to do their makeup, but I just figured what's better than to do it for you than to teach you how to do it yourself. Essentially, you don't really need me. You just need the skills, the willingness to learn, and practice, and that's it. The second, I think why most of us would consider taking time to do anything is money. YouTube has given a lot of people financial freedom in a lot of ways, meaning this is their full-time gig or this is something that they do on the side. You know, it's not really a job you need really any skill for besides the content you're gonna offer and the technical skills, which is just learning the programming, the editing, and kind of doing your homework on the technology you're gonna need, meaning camera and computers, which is, I think, the biggest learning gap for me was learning how to do all that stuff, because I barely know how to freaking do TikTok. I don't know how to do that. But anyways, doing YouTube, you are tapping into a multi-billion-dollar industry. In the last 5 years, 1.5 billion was put into digital marketing. So that's a lot of money. That's a crazy, insane amount of money. I really feel like this is just, especially now with the P word that starts with the P and rhymes with panoramic, because I can't say it. This industry is really going to be taking off in the next couple years. Already in the last year, I feel like more people have turned to digital marketing just because, you know, we're all supposed to be at home and we are spending more time on our phones, we're spending more time on the internet, and this is just the way we connect to other human beings. I feel like there is a lot of money to be made in digital marketing, a lot of money to be made on YouTube and other platforms. I mean, it's everywhere. Besides the obvious reasons of the financial freedom, I feel like we all need a creative outlet, which was kind of another thing that motivated me to get this started, because I used to be really into art. I used to draw, I used to paint, I used to write, creative writing, like journaling. That was more in high school, but it was never something that I truly pursued because I really didn't think I could make any money doing it, and also having to make a living in the real world, having to work and have a job. I just didn't have any time, or didn't make any time really to focus on doing the things that I love, which is writing, creating. Makeup was something that I've always been passionate about since I was younger, but as I got older, like moving into high school, I was not allowed to wear makeup, so that wasn't like a skill that I thought I would pick up. But once, you know, I was an adult, I was grown, I bought me some makeup and I got good at it. And I think it was just because it was being able to incorporate my love for art and then something that I've always been curious about and not really allowed to do. So that's really what motivated me to get to the skill level that I'm at right now. And it is something that I've always like considered going to school for or pursuing as a career, but not something that I really had money to do at the time. If this works out, that might be something that I can actually do. I don't want to give up my dreams of going to school and getting some sort of degree or higher education, just because I think knowledge is very valuable and it's something that no one can ever take away from you. And I think besides the creative outlet, this has really just given me a feeling of purpose. I find an extreme amount of satisfaction in uploading my video after I've just spent hours editing and more hours before that filming. I think just a really fulfilling and a really satisfying feeling when you actually execute something. Make a plan that this is what I want to do, this is what I'm gonna do to do it, and then actually do it. It's like,
damn girl, you snapped.
Like, after I uploaded my first video, I remember watching it and rewatching it again and just being like, you taught yourself how to do this, you got what you needed to do it. Like, I haven't felt that way in a long time. I felt like I was doing something important, although it's just a YouTube video. Like, I felt like just drive and almost like on a path that I was supposed to be on. I'm not trying to get too deep or, you know, poetic about it. It gave me something to do. It was more than a hobby, a potential to make money, but I was more excited about who it could help. I was ready to send it to all my friends, whoever asked me how I did my eyebrows. Like, now I'm in your house, in your room with you. You can pause me, you can stop me at any point in the video, and you can do it with me. And what's better than to just do it for you one time as opposed to teaching you so you can do it as many times as you want to and for other people. Miss Stamps talked about in one of her videos, there's two types of people in the world. Her worst terrible people, for her, people that walk slow on the sidewalk. For me, the first type of terrible person would be the people that don't use their blinkers and traffic, and also people that make full and complete stops to make a right-hand turn. Like, I really can't. I don't understand that. The second type of terrible person is a person who hoards knowledge for the fear, the simple fact that you might be better and you might not need them anymore. And you know, that's not my thought process. I want to teach. I want you to be as good, if not better than me, so that you don't need me, because I can't be everywhere at one time, especially not now. You know why I love makeup so much is I love to make people feel beautiful. Seeing them look in the mirror after I'm done with a look and how happy and how much they're feeling themselves, like, that's why I do it. Like, that's what I love. So if I can give you the same satisfaction that I get in creating something and teaching and just empowering the next person, I think the world would be a better place if we all did that. So I guess the next thing to do is to show you what I'm using. I ended up getting a MacBook Air. It's one of the newer ones from 2020. It's not the lowest memory gigabyte. I want to say it's like the 64 gigabyte one with the M1 chip in it, which I read a ton of reviews saying that it was like one of the faster processors. But also, me being a Samsung user, I was kind of like, I know how, because I used to have an iPhone and you needed to have Apple everything. You needed Apple apps, you needed Apple Music, you needed Apple headphones. Like, it wasn't compatible with a lot of things and I didn't really like that. So I tried to like steer clear of it, but honestly, it's one of the best purchases I've ever made. I definitely recommend a MacBook if you are new to editing, and it's really beginner friendly, which was surprising to me because I remember when I got my first iPhone, it took me forever to figure out, like, even just finding the flashlight. Like, I don't know, I'm like the youngest old person that I know. I am a senior citizen and a 27-year-old body, and that's just that. From what I've read, a lot of iPhones are preloaded, pre-programmed with iMovie, and same thing with their computers. It has iMovie in it. I just figured it out. Like, I've just gotten like completely comfortable with it, and I'm actually already considering maybe getting the Final Cut Pro. Kind of not excited to have to relearn any type of thing. That was the first thing, was the computer that I needed. Obviously, you need a camera. I'm not saying you need to run out and buy a DSLR camera right away. You can actually just use your phone starting off with. That's what a lot of people are doing. I made the mistake of recording my first tutorial this way rather than this way. So if you are using your phone, make sure it's in the widescreen so that it fits the YouTube, layout. But I'm using a Sony ZV-1, which was a camera that I saw on a Best Buy review. It was like a content creator bundle with its tripod and the camera. The tripod has a photo button, a movie button, and it also has a lock, and you can also like zoom in and out. I feel like this would be, useful for someone who's even gonna be outside, because it kind of, I feel like, doubles as a stabilizer. Also, if you're vlogging, you're not gonna wanna keep flipping the camera to hit record, so it's just easy to hold it and then have the record button right there on the same side as where the lens is. The only con that I really experienced with this camera was battery life is very short, but I bought multiple batteries in case I'm out somewhere and need to just switch them. And you can also charge it while it's recording. But also, other than the battery life, was just kind of where the screen is on this. It's taken me a few runs with this to stay talking to the lens right here. A lot of the videos you'll see my eyes like this, and that's because I'm looking at the screen on the side instead of it being like on the right hand side of it, because it like flips open that way. If it was just like right behind, like right there, I feel like it would be more natural of me, like, just kind of glancing to make sure that I'm in the frame and then looking back at the lens, because I haven't done so much vlogging yet. I really want to get into it just because I have plans to travel. I have plans to show you, recipes I like, or even a house tour or something, just something that's not makeup, just kind of let you more into my world. It was important to me to have something just really compact, something really easy that I can just hold, and something that was a little beginner friendly. And I just wanted something that was just point and shoot, and something that was gonna focus on my things easier. That's another reason why I chose this camera, because when I'm showing you something, here's my mouth, oh, it's on, flips. I don't have to do this to focus it, it like automatically focuses it. So that's nice. It had like a little like dead cat that came for the mic that you can put on top. I don't really use it because I'm not really anywhere where it's like windy, so I don't have any purpose for it, but yeah. Ooh, oh, just shook my disc. But yeah, just this little thing goes on top of the mic so that it filters out the wind if you're outside vlogging. Here is the setup for my workstation. I guess it's just this little desk that I got at Target. It has these two little shelves where I keep all the stuff I need for editing. Not just editing, but like my camera stuff, the wires, my computer's here. I got this little thing for storage, and then, come on. And then I have this thing here, so it brings it up so I'm not looking down because it was hurting my neck. And just a chair with the back so that, like I said, I'm not all folded up in my bed for hours trying to pilfer through hours of footage. But yeah, it just keeps me organized. Have most of my wires in there. But yeah, this is the Sony ZV-1. I said it has like this little like fold to the side type of deal right here for the screen. Whoa. This thing's tripping today. But yeah, my boyfriend like made an adapter so I could just have the camera in the middle of the ring light, because before I would just have the camera on the tripod, which I bought with it. This is the one I was describing, but this had its own tripod, and I would like try and like put boxes behind it so that the light would be behind the camera and then the camera on this in front of it, and it was just doing too much. This is the setup I have right now, just a ring light that was gifted to me this past Christmas. That's that. Besides, the obvious technology that you would need, because I'm doing like, I keep hitting this freaking thing on here. It's not just the equipment that you need, but a process that you'll develop on your own of how you're going to have your setup, how you're gonna film, how you're gonna edit. That's all a matter of preference. But if you want to see another video of what my process is and just a day in my life of filming, that's something that I can definitely do as well. But I mean, aside from the equipment, Ms. Stamps also said the things that you would need, aside from the camera, the computer, iMovie, or she didn't say computer, she said iMovie, so if that is your phone, then that's fine. iMovie, tough skin, and patience. I've already had a couple of experiences. I've been on the internet since I think I found YouTube when I was 12. I had a lot of interactions with people of all ages. Just be prepared for the trolling. I mean, that's pretty obvious. We're all on social media, we've all been on the internet. It's not a nice place, but I mean, it is what it is. The way I see it, it's just virtual.
You ain't gonna hit me.
My feelings aren't easily hurt. Pushing 30, I don't got time for it. You're gonna be yeeted out of the comment section and then blocked. And then that's that. Some days I have time for it though. Patience. That was the other thing that she said we needed to have starting a YouTube channel. And that is something I am still struggling to learn. Honestly, you upload your first video, you get a couple views, you know, it's at 10 views, it's at 20 views, and you're like,
this is fame.
But then you're also like,
I got 5 subscribers. This video was fire. Why do I only have 5 subscribers?
And then it's the next week and you only have 10 subscribers and you're like,
what the hell? I thought this first video I was going to pull at least 100 subscribers. Like, at least.
That's what you think's gonna happen, but the fact of it is, like, a whole month could roll by and you've only collected your Facebook friends, your immediate family members. I mean, a subscriber is a subscriber. Like, it's gonna take, I feel like, a few years to actually take off. I notice a lot of people that are viral now are people that started their channels like 3+ years ago. The whole thing about the art of blowing up or becoming famous, YouTube famous or viral, it's all a matter of exposure. Like, it's sad to say it's a popularity contest, but it's a part of the thing. It just doesn't happen overnight. You know, you produce content, you try your best to have the best stuff you can to lure in people into wanting to click your videos, watch through them, and then have the algorithm promote you, which is a whole new discussion in itself. It's pretty time consuming. I've watched a lot of videos and gotten lost in the rabbit hole of being a slave to the algorithm. And also too, I want to take off these bangs because they're itchy and I just wanted to have them on for my intro, but then I started talking and forgot about them. Just in conclusion, I really just hope this video was helpful for you. I just want you to know there's a whole community behind you, rooting for you. I definitely feel like we all have potential, but it's all just whether we have the willingness to apply ourselves. Like I said, if you want to see any more content, any more videos of how I do certain things, aside from all of this, just let me know. I check my comments, my messages. I'm still really awkward and in front of a camera, honestly. Like, this will be my 7th video and I still feel really strange sometimes talking to a piece of machinery. I will leave some links down below of some of the resources, how-to kind of videos. Thank you for being here, and I really do hope this helps. If you are not subscribed to me, please consider subscribing, as I might be making more content like this. I'm not sure yet. Anyways, we'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next time. Like I said, feel free to leave any comments of what you want to see or any other questions that I didn't touch base on. Thank you. We'll see you later. Bye.